Hello, good afternoon everyone. I'm Vanessa. I'm coming to you from Massachusetts, Cape Cod area, and I want to share with you a little yoga routine today. Recently I've had a little bit of back pain going on. Nothing new, but to help relieve this, I practice yoga, and I wanted to share it with you in case maybe you were in need of something similar. So let's go ahead and get started. Sitting nice and tall, finding a comfortable seated position. Maybe this means sitting on a block, elevating the hips to help us sit up straighter, taller. As we inhale, we'll take the arms up, find a big stretch through the spine. Exhale, hands come down, heart center. Another deep breath. Inhale, both arms rise up. As we exhale, we'll bring left arm down to the floor. Right arm reaches up and over for a gentle side stretch. Relax the shoulder. Maybe look up towards the ceiling. If that doesn't feel good, find something that feels better. Maybe looking down. Taking our breath into our right lung, right rib cage. Engage our core as we move. This will help protect our back. And then second direction, right arm comes down, left arm up and over. Relax the shoulder. Maybe look up towards the ceiling, softening the face, and just allowing ourselves to breathe deep here. Both arms rise up, again engaging that core. Gently twist towards the left side. Right hand connects towards the left thigh. Inhale as we sit up nice and tall. As we exhale, twist towards the back, relax the shoulders. We don't want to force ourselves into any of these movements here, just moving in ways that feel good, comfortable for us today. And we'll gently unwind, counter twist over to the right side. Left hand comes towards that right knee. Inhale as we sit up tall. Exhale as we twist back, relaxing the shoulders and face, allowing the spine to unwind here. One more breath. And we'll come back through center, extending both legs. And let's hug onto just the right knee. Slowly we'll make our way down onto our back. Pause once we arrive here. Firing up that left leg. If it feels okay, move into that right hip a little bit. Maybe taking some circles. Maybe reversing, circling other direction. And let's bend into that left knee. Left foot to the floor, extending right leg up towards the ceiling. We can grab behind the right calf. Don't want to pull too aggressively here on the leg, just a little bit. If we want a deeper stretch, lots of options. We can extend the left leg forward. Making both legs strong. Important that our core is also strong, navel pulled in towards the spine. Last option, forehead comes up and towards that right shin, taking it a little bit deeper if we'd like. Relax the shoulders. One more breath here. Gently releasing, we'll bend into the right knee, half happy baby. Grab for the outer edge of the right foot and squeeze that right knee to the outside of the right torso. If this is too much for us here today, bend into that left knee. You can keep the left knee bent. If you can't reach the foot, you can also lasso the foot with a strap. That's also very helpful here. Releasing that right foot down, we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh, figure four stretch. Hands behind the left knee as we pull the knee in towards the body. You can stay here. Switch directions so you can see what's going on. Right foot over that left thigh, hands behind left knee as we pull it in. One more breath here. And gently release. Second side, we'll pull the left knee in towards the chest. Extending right leg forward. Pause here. You can move into that left hip again if it feels good. Maybe circling other direction. Feel free to pause here. This can be really relieving here for the low back or any part of the back, mid-back. We can bend into the right knee, right foot to the floor as we extend left leg up, grabbing behind left leg. We want to take our stretch and breath into the back of the left leg here. This side might feel a little bit different. If we need a more challenging option, extend right leg forward. Again, belly's pulled in towards the spine. Pausing here. Last option, forehead reaches up and towards the shin. Relax the shoulders and continue to breathe here. Really important. One more breath. Gently releasing head down, bend into left knee, half happy baby. We grab for the outer edge of that left foot. This is too much, again, bend into the right knee. If you have that right leg extended, we want to make it nice and strong. Really active here, last breath. And we'll gently release, bend into right knee, left ankle crosses over right thigh for figure four stretch, hands behind right knee as we pull the knee in towards the body. Can flex through that left foot, breathing into where we feel that stretch, hopefully in the outer left hip area right here. One more breath. Gently releasing, and we'll bring both knees in towards the chest, give ourselves a little squeeze. We can even rock side to side, maybe taking the knees in the circle. Working out any tension we might feel in the low back area. Let's reverse, circling other direction. Coming into bridge pose, release both feet down. Heels come right underneath the knees. As we inhale, toes point forward, hip distance apart, we lift the hips up. Strengthening here into the low back muscles. Can even interlace hands. Or grab for opposite elbows, maybe rock and roll on top of those shoulders. Push hands active into the floor to lift hips higher, and we pause for 3 more breaths. When we're ready to come out of this, we'll release the hands, keep the hips high. Reach arms up overhead, come to the tiptoes of both feet, and then slowly roll down through the spine. Slowly articulating one vertebra at a time. We feel the spine reground, realign to the earth. Heels come down towards the floor, hands behind the thighs, and we can rock and roll forward and back. If this doesn't feel good on your back, you can come up in a different way. Maybe rolling over to your side would feel best. We'll come into all fours position here. You can face any way. Hands are right underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. As we inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone in the gaze, cow pose. Exhale as we round through the back, empty the lungs. Again, inhale, open, lift through the chest, deep breath in. And exhale as we round through the back. You can pause here, empty the lungs completely, actively push into the floor. 2 more at our own pace, inhale. Exhale through cat. 1 more, inhale, open and lift. Exhale as we round through the back. Back through center, neutral spine, aligning our joints. Fire up that right leg into our spinal balance. Right leg's nice and strong, belly is pulled in strong. We reach through the crown of the head here. Allowing ourselves to pause, focus our gaze on something not moving. We can extend left arm forward. If we'd like more of a challenge here, definitely not required. But again, helping us to build this balance, stability, and strength into the body, both front and back body. Slowly release. And then we'll fire up the left leg, reach it back, flex through the foot. We want to create a straight line through the heel, through the crown of the head. Belly's engaged, strong here. For more of a challenge, extend that right arm forward. And gently release down. Let's explore moving the hips side to side in a way that feels good for us. We can stay here, or maybe take the hips in a big circle all the way around. As we inhale, let's rise up all fours. Exhale, big hip circles down and around. Inhale as we rise. And exhale it around. Let's reverse directions at the top. Inhale. Exhale around. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale around. Last one, inhale. Exhale around. Back through center, all fours pose. Let's come down to our forearms. This is a great strengthening exercise, forearm plank. Stepping 1 foot back at a time. We want to create again a straight line through the crown of the head, back through the heels. Imagine elbows are squeezing in towards the toes. We engage our core. And then we allow ourselves to pause, lifting between the shoulder blades in the upper back. Building strength in every part of our body here. Again, breathing. We don't want to hold our breath. Gently release knees down towards the floor and come down to the belly. We'll take the arms behind the back. Option 1, grab opposite elbows. Option 2, interlace fingers. Then we'll squeeze shoulder blades together. Navel pulls in as we lift the chest. Option 2, lift the legs as well. And make sure we're not holding our breath. Shoulders soften, face softens as we find our strength here. 1 more inhale, perhaps lifting a little bit taller. Exhale as we lower, hands under the shoulders for a gentle cobra pose. Lifting chest forward. As if we were pulling ourselves through our hands here. Exhale as we release. You can even practice this with the hands off the floor. Lift arms up or hands up. And then inhale, tops of the feet push into the floor as we lift the chest. Legs are active. Bringing arms down just to pull the chest forward a little bit more, finding a bit more length. Exhale as we release down, back through all fours, hands and knees. Spreading fingers nice and wide here. This will help protect our wrists as we come into down dog. We bring a lot of our weight between our index and thumb finger, especially through this big knuckle here. Tuck the toes and lift the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Let's bend into the left knee, stretch the right heel down. And then we'll switch. Can move at your own pace here, bending and straightening in ways that feel good. Can even move hips side to side. Maybe shake the head no, maybe shake the head yes. And we can hold this for as long as we like. After this, we'll find child's pose. Knees spread wide, big toes touch, and sink the hips back towards the heels. Taking time here to breathe into the low back area where the kidneys live, into the back of the lungs. Arms are nice and active. Let's come up all fours, hands and knees. Tuck the toes and we lift the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Full breath in, exhale, walk the feet forward. Coming to top of the mat, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart and grab opposite elbows as we hang heavy here in ragdoll. Knees can be bent, maybe finding a little sway side to side. And right back through center, hands to the shins, inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, forward fold, every forward fold, looking towards the navel. Relax the neck again, inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold, emptying the lungs. Rising up to standing, little bend in the knees, arms sweep out and up. Deep breath in as we exhale, hands to heart center. We grow tall through the crown of the head, root down through the feet again. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, swan dive forward, arms wide, flat back down, leading with the chest. Inhale, rising halfway up. And exhale to fold, stepping left foot back, hands frame that right foot, coming into our raised runner here. Knees right over the ankle, we lift through the chest, back leg is strong. Let's lower that left knee to the floor, straighten the right leg, half split. Hands to the floor, you can also bring hands to the blocks here. Feel free to lift the floor up to you. Flex through that right foot, inhale, finding length through the spine. Exhale as we soften. We'll be here for quite a while, so take some time just to relax any tension you feel in the body. Sending breath where you feel it. Bending into that right knee, we'll find our low lunge. Hands come towards that right thigh as we sink down into our hip flexor. Breathing, stretching into that left side, relaxing the shoulders. For more of a challenge, you can lift the arms up. Again, we allow ourselves to pause. If we have delicate knees, you can double up the mat, maybe use a blanket underneath that left knee. One more breath here. Gently release hands down to frame that right foot. We'll tuck the back toe back through raised runner. And then we're going to step left foot forward to meet the right, coming back into our Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to center or to rise, upward salute, arms rise. Exhale, hands heart center, emptying the lungs. Inhale, both arms lift up. Exhale into our chair pose, we bend the knees. Bring the toes close together here. Maybe touch the floor as we lift the arms up. Again, building a little bit of strength into our core. Knees should be pulled back right over the ankles. Maybe even lift and spread the toes. Hips reach back, chest is open. Allowing ourselves to pause here. Finding our strength, also increasing our willpower. Maybe staying here a little bit longer than we'd normally like to. Inhale as we rise up, deep breath in. And then exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, both arms rise up. We'll pause here. And then grab the left wrist. Root down into that left foot as we side stretch over to the right. Making weight nice and heavy on that left foot. Back through center, engage the core as we move, grabbing right wrist and side stretch over to the left. Rooting down into that right foot, relaxing the shoulders. Right back through center. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale as we rise up. Exhale, forward fold, flat back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, right foot steps back. Coming into our raised runner, aligning our knee over our ankle here, dropping right knee to the floor gently. And half split, straighten the left leg and pull the hips back towards the right heel. Inhale as chest reaches forward. Exhale as we soften, relaxing shoulders and face. Couple more breaths here. Inhale as we find length and space. Exhale, maybe inching left hip back and forward fold a little bit deeper. Bending into that left knee, low lunge, hands towards the left leg. Left thigh as we sink the hips down, opening through that right hip flexor. Engaging muscles surrounding that right kneecap, or maybe use a blanket, double up the mat if you'd like to. You can lift arms up for a challenge here. Gently release, both hands down, framing that right foot, tuck the back toes, back through raised runner. And then step that right foot forward to meet the left again. Pausing here, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising upward salute, flat back up. Exhale, hands heart center. Again, inhale as we rise up. Exhale, forward fold, flat back down, empty the lungs. Inhale as we rise halfway. Exhale to fold. This time we'll find Yogi Squat. Take the feet wide, mat distance. Toes point out, heels point in, and we sink the hips low. Hands to heart center. We lift open through the chest. So this should look like this. Heels should be down towards the floor. They can be lifted, but sometimes if you take the feet a little bit wider, you can get the heels down towards the floor. This is a nice stretch and release for the low back. If this doesn't feel good, especially on the knees or any part of the body, just skip it. Maybe open the arms. One more breath. Bring hands back to heart center. Slowly release the hands. Let's bring them back and we'll find our way into a seated position. Here, I encourage you to sit on a block. Of course, you can always choose to do this movement without a block. You can bring the legs open. It doesn't matter how far you open the legs into a straddle position. Inhale, both arms rise up. As we exhale, left arm comes down inside of that left leg. Right arm comes up and over. Relax the shoulder and open through the chest. If you want a deeper stretch, you can even come down maybe to the right forearm. We want to breathe into the side body here, right side body. Engage the core as we rise all the way up. And then we'll take our second side, lower right arm down, left arm rises up. Relax the shoulder, open through the chest. Really rooting down into that right sit bone, left sit bone for you, sorry. Breathing into that left lung. For a deeper stretch, again, you can come down towards the forearm. Breathing here, one more. Engage the core as we rise up. We're gonna twist our body towards our left leg. Hands come to frame the left leg, and then take a forward fold. As we inhale, we can find more length in the spine. As we exhale, we allow ourselves to forward fold a little bit deeper. If this doesn't feel good for your back, you can feel free to come out of this pose, any of these poses at any time. Slowly, we lift ourselves up, and then take the hands around to frame the right leg. Inhale as we sit up tall. Exhale as we maybe forward fold a little bit or a lot, depending on how we feel today. Coming back through center. Let's bring the legs together. You can grab behind the knees and pull them together, maybe shake it out a little bit. Let's take the block from underneath, out, and we'll extend both legs forward. Sitting up nice and tall as we inhale, both arms rise up. And then exhale, hinge at the hips, and we'll take a forward fold. We're not gonna round through our back yet. As we inhale, we're gonna straighten our back, reach through the chest. As we exhale, we can forward fold a little bit deeper. Again, inhale, we find length through the spine, reach through the chest. This time we'll round through the back, relax the low back, the upper back, the neck. Can reach for the feet if that's available. If not, just pause where we are. Inhale as we find length. We can use little micro movements with our breath. Exhale to soften. Extending both arms forward, flat back as we rise up. Release the arms down, heart center. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. Here you can also sit on a block. This will help in recline bound angle position. So we'll pause here for a moment. If the knees come up and the back is rounded, that's a good indication you should sit on a block. Let's just pause here for a moment. Relaxing the shoulders. Let's drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chin in towards the chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder, deep breath in. Exhale, chin in towards the chest. Continuing half circles, or maybe take the head all the way back and around if it feels okay. And reversing, circling other direction. We'll bring chin back parallel to the floor. Take a breath in. If it feels okay, maybe look up. Exhale as we forward fold. This can be a little movement. It can be a big movement. Up to you. Elbows can come towards the knees. Or maybe reach the arms out in front of you. Finding length through the back, relaxing the shoulders, and just allowing ourselves to breathe here. Flexibility can be a side effect. Definitely not a requirement here. So work with where you are today. You can remind yourself you're exactly where you need to be right now, right here. Gently walk hands back towards the body. We'll take the feet into a comfortable seated position here, maybe cross-legged position. Inhale, shoulders rise up, deep breath in. Exhale, shoulders down and back. One more inhale, shoulders rise up. Exhale, shoulders down and back. We'll bring hands to heart center as we seal in our practice here. Let's take a big breath in together. One deep breath. Inhale, arms rise. Gathering the strength and awareness. Exhale as we bring it down. Seal it into heart center as we seal in our practice. Bowing forehead towards the fingertips is a sign of gratitude. And taking a moment here to bring to attention anything that we're grateful for. Taking this gratitude, this strength and awareness out into the rest of our day. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.